And we're live. Here we are. It is the special edition. No, it's not. Well, okay, somebody is having a special day, but
It's a special day for someone, yes.
Yeah, it's the check-in show. Hello, fellow adolescents.
Hello.
How are we today?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good. How about you?
That was. What's that Steve Buscemi line when he's a narc?
Hello, fellow children.
Fellow
children. That not.
Is it fellow kids? I don't know. I
don't know.
Fellow disaffected youth.
Something like that.
Yeah. Welcome. This is a check-in. We're just some friends who are checking in on each other. You're welcome to watch, join in with the conversation. But basically, we're just here to keep each other's spirits up. And I won't mention anything special in the broadcast unless it's brought up by the person involved. So we did a little pre-show
thing, yeah.
But
so if he doesn't want to just bring it out there, we'll let it slide.
All right.
No, okay.
Claudio's.
I'm just gonna say I'm glad that you guys sang "Happy Birthday" for me off air. I think it was.
And now you're making that fact known on air.
Yeah. It's also probably better for the anyone who does watch this.
Yes,
it's because my voice is
because our voices are not great. No.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, I had to sit through it.
Claudio is apparently addicted to his phone right now.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm actually looking to buy a horse.
You're looking to buy a horse?
Yeah, because gas prices are going to be so expensive. So
I see.
So I'm not. So
well, you know, a horse is also a lot of maintenance and
a horse.
You might look into a donkey instead.
Yeah, you're not saving a lot of money with a horse.
Yeah, no, I was talking about a Mustang as a horse.
A Mustang.
So. Yeah, but no.
Claudio,
yeah.
Do you have your driver's license?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Do you own a car?
No.
All right, you're already saving a lot of gas.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
actually you're saving a lot of gas.
That's true. That's true. No, but no gas price because I went with my friend and he had to go put gas this weekend. It was close to like $2. I'm like, oh God, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
I mean, I remember when my father used to joke that the reason they moved to the metric system was so it wouldn't be more than $1.
Yeah. Here we are.
No gas prices.
I think I mentioned this once before on one of our podcasts where I said the first time I ever filled up a car, I paid 58 cents a gallon.
Oh God!
An imperial gallon.
I remember when the gas
which an imperial gallon is almost 5 liters worth of gas.
God damn! You know what you can do with 5 liters? A lot.
A lot.
Store it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why when you get a donkey or what's it called? Yeah, no, a donkey.
A mule.
A mule. It's gonna cost you less.
Yeah.
Well, I mean to maintain.
A goat will do you fine. Goat you can get some transportation out of it, and also it will mow your lawn.
Yeah, exactly. But goats are gonna be screwed because let's say you're riding it, right, and it sees grass, it's gonna go there and eat it. So that's why you'll be late. Like, oh, why are you late? Well, because my goat was eating grass.
My goat broke down.
You used to use the dog ate my homework excuse a lot.
Exactly.
Or an Amera has popped in to say, hey, it's free horsepower.
Hey, yeah, it is.
Damn right. Especially those Mustangs. You know, you can't go wrong with it. Well, no, you can't go wrong with Mustangs. But still, it's the thoughts that count.
I can't stop imagining Claudio on his giant riding goat.
It's like
that's a visual we would like to.
It's like we're doing an action sequence for a movie. It's cool seeing the scene you riding with a goat. Oh, a goat! And then I'm doing an interview. So why did you guys choose goats instead of horses? Budget cuts. Cuts.
You know, there's an acronym called GOAT, right?
Yeah.
The greatest of all time.
Yeah.
That would be you, Claudio. You on your goat.
I see what you did there.
I see what I did there. Eh?
That was like,
I'm not a dad, but I do make dad jokes.
Yeah. Which dad jokes are cool. I know.
Yeah.
Everyone, yeah, I know. Everyone dad jokes like people are like, oh no, dad jokes ill.
I
I'm
know,
like,
there's
no,
that.
dad jokes are fun.
I found a pattern that most people that dislike dad jokes have dads. I, on the other hand, think
Funny
they're
how that
great.
works out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I hear a dad joke, I'm like, oh, that's funny. And everyone around me like, oh, effing dad joke. And I'm like, yeah, I wish I got those growing up.
Boom.
Boom. I do. All right. Talk about dads. My dad came from a different time.
Mm-hmm.
And so just to give you an idea, that's my dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's his horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
My
him.
dad-
That's
my-
good.
that
Yeah,
was
my-
old Dan. Old Dan.
Oh, damn. My father also was into that old time horsepower because he grew up on my grandfather's farm, obviously, and they cut lumber on the land, and they farmed stuff, and yeah, he had they had horses and he had horses and cows and pigs, and it was a farm basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me with my dad.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I have photographs of myself at my uncle's sugar shack, and we were collecting sap with a horse-drawn sled with a big barrel on it. And we're collecting the sap, from the buckets.
Mhm.
None of these tubes and stuff that they have now with the vacuum pumps and stuff, but actually slogging the sap from the tree to the bucket back to the tree. And those were good days. Those were a fun time. And then, of course, you obviously got to hang around the sugar shack itself, and then get the maple taffy on the snow and all that stuff. And all the old guys would be drinking rum. And hey, there's my sister. She can attest to that.
So there you go. Your brother was drinking alcohol underage.
No.
We've heard him confess to it online.
My uncles, not me.
Oh yeah, sure.
When I was younger, I had an aunt and uncle that ran like a little corner store, but like in like Dewitville, like
Right.
out in the middle of nowhere. But I remember going to their house, and literally their garage, it was like a garage door off their kitchen, but you opened it and you're in like a small dépanneur.
Right.
And that was always kind of cool to hang out there. And like every time we went over, they'd let us have like a comic book or something. And like
Right.
that was a fun little like hanging out. Like as a kid, I was like allowed to hang out in a little grocery store when it was closed, and I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now as an adult, I'm like, why would I do that with my time?
Yeah, but when you're a kid, you're easily impressed.
Oh yeah, as a kid, I was just like, no one's allowed in here right now. I'm doing something cool.
Yeah.
And now,
Yeah,
and now that you're older, like, oh god, thank God this is closed.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, imagine I had to work there. Oh god.
Oh my lord. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was very young, one of my aunts and uncles had a corner store. It's hard to call it a corner store when it was on a dirt road, like the community just before the road ends.
Was it at a corner of a street?
No.
Okay,
No.
well then I don't know what's
Yeah,
called.
exactly. That's
corner
why
It
I
was
said
a
it was
country
hard to call
store.
it a corner.
It was a country store. Basically.
My aunt's store, like it wasn't a dirt road. It was like the main road of Dewitville, but like it was just like wham, their house and this store right in the middle of just a long country road.
This was the main road, but it was a dirt road.
But it was a dirt road. Nice.
Yeah, you see, when you're talking to about this, kind of reminds me like of like Laval, because they're like there are some parts of Laval where it's like you're driving down, and it's like there's like store, shopping center, store, house, condo, nice condo, and then you drive down, it's like just regular apartments, and then you see dépanneurs and nice houses, like, what the fuck is this? And there's like more stores. I'm like, this is the most random. Laval is pretty random. And
Well, the West Island has parts like that too. My wife, when she was a little kid, she had an aunt and uncle who lived out in the West Island, and she says she used to come down here, and she says, like, the main drags like St. John and St. Charles and Sources, they were farmed. They were country roads. There were farms on Sources and on St. John and on St. Charles. And she says she used to go riding at a place where it was like there was, a barn with horses in the fields.
Yeah.
And she says now everything, all of that is just completely developed. Yeah. And we also have that random thing of a store, a bank, a gas station, apartment blocks,
when I used to go to West Island, I used to go to it was just pub that's been there for a long time, and now it's closed because I was taking 211 and I would go through this random little town. Oh my God,
Pierrefion, the Pioneer.
Yes, that one. Thank you.
Okay.
But that random town, like I'm always
that's
scared.
In Point Claire.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. So when I would take the bus, I would go. I'm like, oh my God, this is so random. It's like a little town, like a little awesome modern day cowboy ish town, and then you drive it, and then you drive by and you see it's nothing than houses. I'm like, this creeps me out for some reason because it's just there in the middle of nothing. I'm like, this.
Well, I think it was originally a motel. Like I've heard a bunch of
it was a hotel
about that place.
It was a hotel. It was actually, there was like a restaurant at the bottom. In the bottom thing had a restaurant and a bar, and the upper floors had rooms.
What year was this?
Oh, this was in the 50s, I guess. 50s and early 60s. There was also the Maples Inn, which is in Point Claire, which was a really great rock and roll bar. And they also had a restaurant, and they had a bar lounge with the showroom, and they had rooms.
And now they're converting it into condos.
Well, the Maples was demolished and turned into condos years ago.
Yeah. No, I'm.
Pioneer. Yeah, of course.
Sad.
It was, well, the thing, I think one of the old sound guys, because I performed there, one of the old sound guys told me that Deep Purple had played the Pioneer.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. I remember one guy. I remember one group here from the West Island that I'm a part of. One guy was posted ticket stubs from shows that he'd been to in the 70s. And in 1974, if I'm not mistaken, 1974, he went to see April Wine headlining at the Pierrefonds Cultural Center, which was like the arena in Pierrefonds, on Pierrefonds Boulevard.
Yes.
He went to see April Wine, but opening for April Wine was the Eagles.
Nice.
And
I remember
the ticket price was $750.
Oh man, good old days. Now today that would be $2,000.
To get them to agree to be on stage together again, and
pretty much.
And I was gonna say, how much is a resurrection or two gonna cost?
Yeah.
A few. Just need a small loan of $1 million. That's all.
The only thing, I didn't go to the Pioneer a lot. I know that my mom and I called it Clark Kent's Barn.
Well, it was also known as something other than the Pioneer. I'm trying to remember what the original name was.
The Near Pine.
No, it was. God, that's
speaking
even worse
of
than
Near
a bad
Pine, I
joke.
started watching Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
How can Claudio be doing so many dad jokes when he hasn't even had sex yet?
The original name of the Pioneer was Clyde's.
Oh yeah, Clyde's. I remember I used to pass by Clyde's to head to the West Island.
I have a friend who worked the soundboards for the show place on a number of occasions, and he went from the Clyde's identity to the Pioneer identity, and he was one of the last sound guys to be working there when they were still running shows.
Because years ago, before the pandemic, a friend of mine, he's in a band, and he's like, I'm gonna be at Pioneers, but his other friend, his band member says, we're gonna be at Clyde's. So I'm like, so I'm going to the address, but it didn't occur to me yet that Clyde used to be Pioneer. So I'm like, where's Clyde's? And I'm like, I'm going up and down the street. And look at that cute puppy.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Paul.
He has no idea what's going on. I love this face where he's just like,
yeah, it's like, why is this screen talking back to me?
He can't. Well, he might be able to hear. He's got good hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the headphones right next to his ear.
Yeah. Hi, Poe. Poe. There we go. Yeah, he blinks when you say his name.
Yeah. He's such a sweet dog.
He is.
He is.
Yeah. You gonna say something?
Don't eat the microphone cover. Oh, that's not good. It will make you constipated.
All right, that just made my day. All right, you're checking in to raise my spirits. Poe has raised my spirits.
Yes. Yay, Poe.
Claudio, yeah. You finished.
Glad
your
I can
story?
help.
You finished?
Yeah, no. So basically, I arrived to Pioneer, but I didn't think it changed the name, so I was confused. And then my friend's like, "No, it's called Pioneers." Like, well, why'd your friend say Clyde? I'm like, oh.
Because it's also known as Clyde's.
Yeah.
the old timers call it Clyde's.
There is Craig Campbell is a Canadian comic currently living in the UK, doing quite well.
Right.
He used to have a joke about his father driving with his father, and his father came up to a green light and stopped. And he said, "Dad, what are you doing? The light's green." He says, "Oh yeah, I forgot."
I forgot it was green. Okay. All
He
right.
said, "What? No, this used to be a stop sign."
Ah,
Right? Yeah, he's out there driving by memory, folks.
lovely. I bet he closes his eyes in certain places. Just takes a little snooze, and I got to turn left here.
Oh yeah, this used to be a dirt road. Now it's a highway. God,
This used to be Clyde's.
this used to be a strip joint, and now it's a house. I don't understand.
If I throw money, they still.
Yeah.
There is that was. It's too early in the morning to say what I was about to say.
I had a friend who his parents had a place in Florida, and he would go down there sometimes and spend some time with them like in the winter, because they stayed the winter in Florida. And once he went down with his wife, and they were riding in the back seat of the car, and my friend's father and his mother were in the front of the car, and they're driving along the road, and all of a sudden this guy drives through a red light, and my friend's wife goes, "Hey, your dad just drove through a red light," and my friend says, "No, he was probably just distracted. He probably didn't. He was just, maybe he was just distracted." So, and he does it again. And so my friend pipes up. He goes, "Dad, you just ran through 2 red lights." And his father says, "I'll stop twice at the next one." They made it out alive.
All right, folks. Well, I gotta go.
This is the admission of crime episode.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike, for calling out your friend. I really appreciate you doing that.
Well,
thing.
Your friend.
My friend. Well, my friend's dad has passed away, so it's not like he's going to be. It's not like Florida's going to put out a warrant for him.
Yeah, the statute of limitations ends
kind of ended,
Exactly.
years ago, and I think they
pretty definitive.
I think for running a red light, the statute of limitations is tomorrow.
Florida man at his best.
Florida man, yeah.
You can't go wrong.
True.
You can't go wrong with Florida. I know you can, but I'm saying Florida has its ups and downs.
Oh man, let's
steer away from that.
Sorry,
just gently take
AJ's
another
having
tangent.
trouble.
Take another tangent, yeah. So what's everybody up to today, or tomorrow, or this week?
Not much. I mean, I was gonna go to the SAC to renew my license, but I'm gonna go next Thursday instead, because I'm just.
You haven't done that yet?
Because it expires on my birthday.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
genius that I am, I'm like, I'm gonna go next Thursday. Then I'm gonna do that.
Okay. See, let us know how that works out.
Probably gonna wait.
We
there for
all
3
got very
hours.
silent when Claudia said, "Genius that I am."
Yes.
No,
I just didn't. I didn't
we were
feel
just
like
we were
disputing
just basking in his geniusity.
It's funny how you could actually crowbar the word ass into that.
Geniacity. Underline the word ass and geniacity.
Everybody caught that, eh? Okay, good.
I always enjoyed being called a smart ass.
Yes,
Just because
yes.
it meant that some part of me was showing intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dumbass is definitely put down, but smartass is like, yeah, I can take that. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll own that.
You
I'll
have
wear it like a
smart
badge of honor.
Yeah, you have smart and you have ass. You know?
Well,
Or you have ass the smart.
half-assed smart. Okay. The other half of your ass is dumb.
I think it might be numb. I do believe we have beat that premise to death.
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right. Let's
before we all turn into numbnuts.
Had to slip one more in
I
there.
had to slip that last one in.
Oh my goodness! We there's people actually watching us today.
I know.
This has like
it's
been
amazing.
our calmest
I know. Hey.
Day. So thank you all for
Thank
tuning in.
you.
We're just the idea of this is just to check in with our friends, talk, and make sure that we're remaining semi-balanced.
Yeah, and goof around and
through everything.
Yeah.
We try to avoid bad news as much as possible.
Let's try that.
But then you guys invited me to the podcast. So.
Oh my God!
You're not
Are you
bad
Debbie?
news,
Are you a Debbie
AJ.
Downer? Is that what you're, AJ?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help that like I got asked to do this, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do this, and then the other half of my brain is like, oh, I guess I'll start getting into geopolitics on the side of the other side of my day, and so now, like I'm just constantly trying not to talk about Ukraine and Russia and all kinds of and Florida, Texas laws,
exactly.
Just a whole bunch of stuff that you're like.
I'm actually rooting for giant meteor right about now.
It's looking good.
I'm just got my fingers crossed. Come on, giant meteor.
The Empire State Building size one just went by.
Yeah. So. Jesus.
Swinging and miss again. Yeah.
Or if there is extraterrestrial intelligent life that can come down and sort of solve our problems for us, now would be a good time.
By making us all sandwiches.
Yes, making sandwiches. Yes.
I think what's annoying is that all those aliens that if they are out there are like, we'll show up when you guys sort it out, and we're just like,
yeah. Well, this is we're in what is it called? We're at the sort of like the risk point.
Yeah.
Like if we can get past the self-destructive tendencies, we have a chance. And they figure a lot of extraterrestrial civilizations don't get past us. So kind of what makes us special? That's why we haven't heard from many, other than the huge distances in the laws of physics. But but Ukraine, go ahead, AJ, unload on that.
I mean, there's a lot to go into, so I took a break from it this week and played. Well, not this week, like this weekend, especially because Jenny went out for her birthday for the weekend. So,
well, happy birthday to her too.
Yeah, I'll let her know. I basically for the whole weekend I downloaded and played the new Wolfenstein series. So I've just been killing Nazis like all weekend.
Oh,
it's been very cathartic.
A commendable endeavor.
I remember when this new franchise came out. This is one of my favorite stories in gaming. But the New Order came out, and it's a Wolfenstein game. It's been out since the 80s. It's one of the like 4 early first-person shooter games. It's classic about killing Nazis. But then this new reboot series came out, and it happened to coincide with like the uprising of Nazis in America and in the West culture. And there was a vocal minority that actually came out and was like, seems a little biased that you just kill Nazis in this game. And everybody else on Earth was like, that's pretty mask off, my guy. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's been the point of the game for almost 40 years. Like, if you have a problem with it, some self-examination is required.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you feeling a little triggered there, fella?
Yeah, seems like you have the problem, not the rest of the gaming industry.
You have a problem for killing Nazis, huh? What have they done? They're just taking orders.
There's just to switch off with Nazis. I don't know. There's a Canadian volunteer unit that has arrived in the Ukraine now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I recall that.
And they risk being considered mercenaries.
Yeah.
So they are not protected by the Geneva Convention, war protocols, etc. Not that Russia has been fully going by the Geneva Convention at this point.
Yeah. Well,
like shelling refugee convoys and such,
and shelling that nuclear station, which is essentially a big fucking no-no.
And I feel not that. I mean, between the nuclear station and the nuclear armament of Russia, like I understand people being afraid of it, but yeah, just on TikTok the last week, I don't go on very often, but I've just seen so many people just being like so arms up, like, oh, this is basically World War III and like the end of the world cometh, and I'm just like, all right. We can talk about how this is World War III potentially for sure, but like let's not get lost in the sauce of the doom. And until things start happening, and when they start happening, it's too late. Let's not assume they're happening. Let's
Hey.
Yeah. What the heck was that?
I do not know. Everything just blanked out on everything.
Yeah.
All right. That's apparently that's interesting. We can't talk about Russia online, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what? You know what? Let's stop talking about that.
Or killing Nazis, maybe. Maybe that's okay.
That's weird.
Okay.
But it was a video game.
Saw that we're back on, so he should be joining us shortly.
Yeah. No, but still, wow, that is weird.
But he was talking about a game where you kill Nazis, not really killing Nazis, but a game. It's like you can't even discuss that.
Just keep repeating those words, Mike, and see
sorry.
if that helps.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so we just got blipped out. Some of our viewers are already back. No idea what happened, but we all lost connection.
Yes.
I'm just going to make sure California is still there. Just in case, because all of our feeds get sent to California where they're blended together and then broadcasted out.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, it would have been an unfortunate time for that to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for California to fall into the ocean or get attacked.
That is true. I sometimes forget that California is naturally just at risk of falling into the ocean.
Well, the whole West Coast, basically.
Yeah, like that's just
all right. This is.
Hey, hi, Paris.
Hey, Paris. What's the acronym BBIW? Big Bad Internet Wipe.
What? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Or big, beautiful, independent women. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That explains Claudio's browser history a lot better.
I don't understand. Anyway,
I have no idea. All right, so let's try talking, keeping clean here. So the weather.
Oh, Big Brother is watching.
Big Brother is watching.
Now they've cracked the code because we discussed it online.
Yes. Now we've given ourselves. We've tipped our hand.
I hope we don't get a fine or something.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure StreamYard is what You guys have such dirty minds.
I didn't
guys,
take a
we're
guess.
guys.
I'm just
No,
gonna
I
say.
don't worry.
I took
We're
a guess that
guys.
wasn't dirty.
No, I didn't say it was dirty.
Just
Nobody started it with big-breasted. Nobody said no one said that except me saying it now.
Big-breasted independent women. There we go. Oh shit! Let's hope we don't get canceled.
all right.
So let's talk about the
That's-
weather.
that
Should
is
have
a
gone
weird
back. I'll
two
have to go
things to
back and
classify.
make this for 18
Yes,
and older.
this segue's gone off the tracks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. At least Paris is laughing, and I got to admit, having a dirty mind is not a bad thing. I do very well at Loodle.
But it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's when and where you gotta.
AJ just spoke with so much confidence, like he's checking my Loodle scores.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, guys? One of the basic truths of men throughout the world is that from the very beginning, from when you're a little boy, you spend your entire lifetime training to be a dirty old man.
I think that's societal training. That's not a biological imperative.
No, it's not. I mean, not violent.
And I don't think it's. Fuck, I almost said all men, but I'm saying, like, different people have different drives, right? So it affects people differently, and different people have different levels of self-control. But that's a taught thing,
Yes.
and that's kind of because this is the phrase, boys will be boys. No, boys are not animals. Boys can learn. Boys can be respectful if they are taught to be respectful.
Exactly.
That being said, my grandfather's a dirty old man, and I am 100% going to become that exact same thing. I can, and not even like I'm excited for it. I see the jokes he's making, and I'm like, in 30 years, I'm gonna have a variation on that joke.
So at my age,
or my age.
I mean, I didn't call anyone out. Y'all calling yourselves out.
Or my age.
Yes.
So yeah. I don't know. Dirty jokes.
Am I the youngest one on this podcast, though? You're turning
Actually, you
33,
are.
Claudio.
Actually, you are.
No, I'm 31.
You're 30.
You're
You're going to
lying.
be 33. Yes. You just told us about 10 minutes ago.
No, my
just
birthday's
before
March.
the internet gods came.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
touched us with their thumb.
yeah.
So now you're shaving years off. Well, actually, everybody can shave 2 years off their.
I was going to say, if Claudio's already shaving years off, he's definitely at least a year older than me.
Well, no, hold on. To prove it, my birthday's March 29, 1990. So therefore, I'm 31 years old.
You notice that he had to use the calculator on his phone to answer that.
So everyone here is older than me, and I am the youngest one out of all of you.
Okay, so how does March 7th, 1990 weigh into that?
Okay.
It doesn't. I'm just
He's jerking you off because in March of 2020, he's just jerking around. Anyway, he's in March of 1920 he had his roast was supposed to be for his 30th birthday. So
March in 1920?
No, in March of 20.
Okay.
In March of 2020.
Yeah,
you had scheduled that roast to celebrate your 30th birthday in 2020.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and then last year turned 31, and I'm going to be 32 at the end.
You're going to be 32 at the end of the month. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are the youngest by a couple of days.
Yeah, a couple of days. Yeah.
No, he had his first roast when he was 30, and I think that one was scheduled to be his second or third roast.
No, second
roast. Okay, so his first one was at 30. So the one that got canceled in 2020, he was 31. So he'd be 32.
33. Yeah,
and he's going to be turning 33 at the end of the month.
He's going to be turning 33,
which makes him older.
Yeah.
No, hold on, no. No way, I'm 32.
Claudio, you can't confident me into being bad at math.
All right, this is the difference between facts and opinions. In case you ever wondered when you're arguing with somebody who has an opinion, well, we'll just agree to disagree. No, math is finite. As long as you remember 2 is the number that comes after 1, it all falls in place.
Yeah, and if your birth date is such,
finite was
then
the
your
wrong
age
word,
is such.
Wait. 2 comes after 1. God damn it! I knew I was wrong for like 20 years.
See, we could tell that Claudio wasn't good at math.
No, math.
There's been some hints over the years.
Yeah. Claudio does math in a binary fashion, ones and zeros.
I don't believe in ones and zeros, so
that's
math.
because you never got 100% on a math test.
Math is racist. So
How is math racist?
No, it was a thing I found on Facebook. Like someone was on Fox News.
Are you going to these alt-right recruitment sites?
Really? Is this what you found on QAnon? Math is racist.
I swear to God, like someone was saying, well, math is racist because it's telling you what the final answer is, but you need to be. And again, this was on Fox News. I'm like, this is hilarious. Yeah. This is comedic gold right here. And that person was so passionate, and then the host was like, I see what you're saying. Yes, you're right. I'm like, no. and then I responded to this. I'm like, this is this should be an SNL skit. And then people were telling me that I was wrong. I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? At this case, 2 + 2 is 69.
So this guy doesn't believe in math.
Nope. No, he goes. Well, whatever answer you think it is, it's right.
It is. Okay. Gee, I wonder if my banker could clue into this thing. I deposit $50, I'm suddenly up 500,000.
Yeah.
You know.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Some people have ridiculous answers.
That's one of my favorite jokes to make is people say the whole universe and like life existence and everything is like a simulation, a hologram. It's not real. And I'm always like, cool, man, I'll write that on my next rent check.
The Matrix is not real.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, the universe is a hologram. Cool. Can I deposit that in a bank?
Yes. Along with my exposure.
Does that feed me? Like, what can I do with this information? Does it matter?
Oh man, like some of these theories are amazing.
42. The answer to the universe is 42.
42. Just stick with 42. You know what? Sometimes, on occasions, 43, but 42 is the go-to answer.
And to me, talking about like the universe being like a hologram and stuff like that, that's like that's science. To me, that's science philosophy, which I like philosophy to a degree, but at the same time, I can only listen to so much of it. I prefer listening to like a scientific lecture I don't understand. But when you get to the point of scientists being like, oh, like the universe is a hologram and this is what that conceptually means, I'm like, all right, do some math and like let's get back to science. Like I don't want to hear about the like optics of a holographic universe. Like, yeah,
but in terms of philosophy, I mean, I'm finding that there are things that in philosophy that like Descartes, I think therefore I am. That would make Trumpers essentially should just sort of disappear because they don't think. Therefore,
but
so,
in Trumpers' point of views, they are thinkers. So
the biggest thinkers.
Oh, huge, bigly. Yes.
Very, very big, very enormous.
There should be an S in there somewhere. Stinkers. Tucker Carlson apologized or something. I haven't found the video
for backing up Russia.
Yeah. Did anyone else hear that, AJ?
No.
Yeah, they're now Fox News from like a week ago of supporting Russia. They're trying to backpedal. It's getting really ridiculous. Like at this point, most everybody knows that Fox News isn't even a news station.
No, it's not.
And I'm especially with this Russian thing and this World War thing.
Yeah.
I really genuinely wonder. Like, I know that money controls and rules everything, but like, how do you have a televised news station that like supports and has been supporting the like inherent destruction of the country it operates out of? Like that is like that's where unlimited freedom of speech gets you, to the point where one of your leading news channels is an operative against your whole country.
Yeah.
Like that is so weird to me.
Yeah.
That like the more I pay attention to Fox News and the more I like try to like pay attention to the arguments coming from them, it just gets more and more confusing to even try to listen. You're just like, this is just not even right. I don't want to even call it Russian propaganda because they'll just jump on anything to destabilize the inside of their own country, which prints the money they exchange for the propaganda that they make. Like they are literally destabilizing their own country from the inside because they have freedom of speech and they don't care what they do. They just wild swing grab any political issue or any issue, make it political, and demonize half of. I just don't really get it. It's kind of weird that half the political aisle is like
it's greed for one thing, and the fact that Fox is backpedaling, coming right after like Switzerland seized a bunch of Russian assets.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's like
the checks aren't clearing anymore.
Yeah, the weird thing that Fox like genuinely has been traceable the last 2 decades. You can see every time money dries up somewhere, they move on, or every time some money appears somewhere else, they jump on it. Like, you can see the money. And this Russian thing is like one of the, it's hard to say the most, but one of the strongest mask off moments of just being like, oh, they're like, we don't have Russian money anymore. We stopped promoting Russia. And you're just like, again, is this what your freedom of speech is worth? Because in Canada, like, we don't have freedom of speech, but like we actually like have hate crime laws for people who try to like assault us verbally. We have like, I'm kind of okay with like having a system that looks at the way people like approach each other, as opposed to this American system that's perfect for having freedom of speech.
Your bullshit, your bullshit is equally as valid as my truths. Yeah,
you can literally have one of the most millions of people just let Fox News run in their house all day, and it actively destabilizes the country it broadcasts in. That is so weird.
Yeah, but there's just one news anchor I can't stand, and his name his name is Don Lemon. I really cannot stand him.
I don't know any news anchors enough to have an opinion on them.
This guy is a real lemon, but I'm like, oh my god, like. I
see what you did there.
I can't. I just can't. I mean, like for me, Fox News is as equivalent as French news here in Quebec.
But Lemon's not on Fox though. Lemon's on CNN, right?
Yeah, exactly. He is.
Okay.
He is. But since we're talking about, sorry, I should have been clearer. I should have said one broadcaster, and I shouldn't name CNN. Sorry, But anyway, I'm like I can't, and then
they can't all be gems, you know.
Exactly, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? I should report the news. It'll be even better. It's like, today in Russia, a lot of things happen. Back to you, Mitsumi. See, I would be entertaining. I'm like,
that would be so informative there, Claudio.
Yeah, and 18,000 people on the streets of Moscow yesterday.
Yeah.
Love to see Russian solidarity. It sucks that it's incredibly illegal to protest, and that's going to really suck for them. But
15 years in prison. All of those people risked 15 years in prison. To go out there.
But that's the other side of having no freedom. I understand why you would value freedom of speech, but like at the same time, like, freedom of speech going fully in one direction has like the American destabilization, and then absolutely no freedom of speech. We see like Russian people like actively against a war started by their own country being silenced. Yeah, and you're just like, okay, these two ends of the spectrum are pretty dangerous, to be honest.
Yeah.
And where are the freedom convoys now?
They got to America, and nobody in America gives a shit.
Sorry, what happened, AJ? I cut out. Can you just repeat what you said? Sorry.
They arrived in DC. I think it was DC, and nobody. There wasn't enough of them. Like, America's cities are fucking massive, and nobody gave a shit. Like, not one. Like, 100 trucks showed up, and nobody showed up to counter protest. Nobody made a big deal out of it. Where they stopped and honked, other people honked at them while driving past them.
They never made it into DC because
God,
DC wouldn't allow them in.
Yeah,
and what they did was they took the Beltway around, through Virginia, Maryland, and around, and they drove around and around and around, and all they ended up doing was wasting a lot of fuel and having no effect whatsoever.
No way.
Because you're driving through 5 cities around a city to try and create a border wall, but when you're only 100 trucks, it's just this little train just going in a circle. Like, nobody notices or cares. It's maybe while you're on the way into the city, you'll see this convoy pass for 3 minutes, and then they're gone.
Yeah, people can make
it's like a traffic jam, basically.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's like one giant truck just passing by.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's not like America really didn't even notice the convoy. They really didn't care.
You know what? If I was there and they were honking, I would have honked back. I'm like, yeah, well, white guys honking. Oh, fuck you guys, get off the road. Oh man, that is
which is basically that's what happened. That's the reaction they encountered and generated. People were pissed off at them rather than supportive.
And we
go ahead,
especially like Ottawa, like we have pretty tight cities, so it's very easy for like a truck convoy to jam up Ottawa pretty bad.
Yeah.
But like DC, if they even got into DC, like DC is a mega hub. Like you can have 1,000 trucks in there. You're not going to strategically point them to block crap.
Yeah. They actually don't even have one ring road. They have 2 ring roads. They have a ring road that sort of goes around Baltimore that then joins the ring road that goes around Washington. And like I've driven down through there heading to South Carolina, and like I think it's the 495 it's called, which is the main ring road.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's got like 300 exits on it. It's insane.
Yeah, see, that's the things. I didn't even know the geography of the place, but it's just hearing you talk about it, so different from what we have here just in that one city. So it's another case of the truckers being like completely disinterested in like learning geography or learning in like the systems of the other places they're going to go, and they just end up going there like, oh, we've got power, we've got like 100 of us, we're totally fine. Then they get there and I forgot that our reality is Canada has small cities, very tight cities, and we can jam them up easily. But yeah, you get out of Canada and you start getting into actual like American metropolises, and you're like,
are the trucker
we can't have an effect on this place.
Yeah. Are the trucker convoys still in Quebec City or no? Or they're done there too? Okay.
No,
they were kept out.
They were kept out of Quebec City.
Carnival.
Yeah. The mayor told them to fuck off, basically.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Which is weird because there are a lot of the people who voted for him.
Yeah. I haven't heard since they tried to go to DC. I didn't hear that they didn't get in. I just knew that like there was like no. I saw like an American post a video being like, they're here apparently, but nobody knows where or cares.
Well,
like,
you know where they ended up?
Back in Canada, are they like still out there?
They actually didn't even really get inside of the Beltway because their staging area where they sort of like they had a place where they could congregate and gather so that they could start convoying, if you will, was in Hagerstown, Maryland, which is like almost into West Virginia. Which, if you know the geography a little bit, it's like 2 hours practically outside of Washington. So it's like, okay, you're really in the heart of action there. Like it would be like if you wanted to do a convoy into Ottawa, but you set the stage for it in Drummondville or in Quebec City. That's where your staging area was. We're all going to go there, and then we're going to go to Ottawa. Yeah, it's a 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah. Plus you got to stop for snacks. That's a good 4 hours around there. That's like equivalent to watching us Snyder's Justice League.
And somebody pointed out too that a big rig, even if with a big rig with even an empty trailer, gets at best 6 miles to the gallon of diesel. And they said, if you're driving around the ring road to get to the ring road from Hagerstown is a good 65, 70 miles. Then to drive around the ring road, and they said they were going to do it twice in a day. They calculated the mileage, and they were going to be spending like $1,000 in fuel a day.
Jesus
Yay!
Christ. God damn! Why can't they go work?
Now, a real freedom convoy. There's a ex-Montrealer who's living in Berlin. Their performance name is Fifi Fantôme. They do burlesque and circus.
Right.
And they work with a circus, and they have a lot of large vehicles and buses. They organized with other people with buses and et cetera. And they drove to Poland and at the Ukrainian border picked up refugees to take back to.
Oh, yeah. That's, definitely.
To Berlin.
Berlin's
been very welcoming to refugees from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and find Fifi Phantom on Instagram. You get to see some photos of it all.
Okay.
And that's a Montrealer making a difference.
That's very
Good,
much so.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true freedom convoy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Happy news. What's Claudia? What do you got coming up?
Nothing tonight. I'm just gonna go to Barfly and the World's Smallest, try out some new stuff that I wrote, and then there we go. For now, that's for my stuff this week.
Mike?
Actually, on Friday, I'm going to be one of the panelists judging and a thing, an open mic thing, which is going to be on StreamYard as well. I think it's Weinstein. What's his name? Jeffrey Weinstein. Jeffrey Weinstein's having this on. It's I think it's 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be one of the panelists who's going. There's two guys who are going to do like 5-minute sets, and then the 4 panelists, I'm one of them, are going to sort of critique, feedback the sets, and declare a winner, basically. So it's some kind of little competition thing.
Yeah.
Jeffrey asked me if I would participate, and I said sure I would. So that's the thing I'm doing.
Have tons of alcohol ready.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I've switched from Russian vodka to good Canadian vodka.
No, you're gonna need it.
AJ?
Mostly just killing Nazis in video games, man. Just getting that catharsis out. I got a new computer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my buddy's MacBook that he lent me, but I got like an all-in-one system. It's pretty interesting, but yeah, like I have to migrate all my stuff over, start getting used to it. It's got a graphics card that essentially was top of the line in 2009. So which is okay because all my favorite games are from like the early 2000s, and a graphics card from 2009 can push pretty much up to a lot of games today, not like Cyberpunk or the higher end games, but it can do pretty good. So I'm gonna mess around with that and like learn how to play some computer games I haven't gotten to play in years. So that should be fun. Doing a lot of writing and scripts and stuff like that. I have a first draft of my essay on 1984 and immigration. But yeah, just noodling around on those 2 things basically.
Cool. Just before the weekend, I received a gift. Somebody saw me run out of gin on my on the Love Doctor show, and I got
nice.
Ooh,
nice,
very nice.
This is let's see if I can line that up. There we go.
Okay.
It is it's a German gin, and it's the best in the world.
Oh, cool.
Seriously,
Ryan Reynolds would argue with that.
Well, considering that his gin beat out his gin in world competitions.
Aha.
I'd love to do a taste test with him.
Yeah.
But
aviation
gin's
gotta fly its ass to another competition.
Put up or shut up, Ryan.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan Reynolds, been. The more I'm learning about him, the crazier, the more respect I've been getting for him.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, and like he does stuff right. So that's neat. The Vaudeville is back again Wednesday. It's going to be our second show. We're on track to sell out, but we haven't sold out yet. There's still some tickets available online, and. I had something else. Just hit 100 subscribers with the Love Doctor.
Yay!
So
Nice.
Vanity URL is coming. That happened during the show. We're going to have a giveaway. So that's cool. And we're going to have a giveaway when we hit those 50 for Battlecom, which should be very soon as well.
I did forget also, I don't know if you can tell because I can't hear myself, but I was using this mic when we started.
Yeah.
And over the weekend, I got
this mic.
This thing.
Ooh. All right.
So
what brand is that?
Uru.
Uru. Okay.
I don't know. Their logo is like real confusing looking.
Right. UHRU. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. How does it sound to you guys? I did a test with it with
Good.
my other mic, and it sounds
good.
clearer, but I don't
Sounds
know.
good.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I actually sort of tweaked your volume to make you a little bit louder, but part of that is because when you turn your head, you can't be heard as well.
Okay, that's good to know that it's
Yeah.
super directional.
Yeah. Well, it's your mouth is directional. That's the big thing.
Well,
Yeah, I
but
mean, you don't have
the
to
thing,
eat the mic like Claudio does, but
yeah. Well, the microphone instructions specifically also say like I have to pay attention to where the front is, because if I don't have it facing forward, it's not going to pick up anything apparently. So I got to be more careful with that.
Oh my god! I just discovered I could do this.
You got the green screen all of a sudden.
No, I just went to virtual background and I'm just messing around with it. Wow, I can't. Oh wow.
Okay.
This is weird.
Okay.
Claudio just moved into a nicer house.
Hey, nice place, Claudio. Nice
Thank
digs.
you.
Who'd you rob?
Yeah, this is weird.
It's
Yeah.
him and all the people he's had sex with.
What
Yeah.
the heck? I didn't know you needed a green screen for this.
Looks like he moved into Leonard Cohen's old place.
I did. I did. I did. By the way, I moved in, and as you can see in the background, it's really,
Yes.
it's really beautiful.
All right.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopes for the future of more shows.
Yes.
And, of course, peace.
Yes. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves.
Take care.
I'm Paul Ash. I love you all. Claudio, Mike, AJ, thank you for joining me on this.
Yeah. No problem.